morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today at number 7 Middletown, Pembroke, as we continue to deliver on our promise to provide Bermudians with quality, affordable housing. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the hard-working BHC board, led by the chairman, Mr. Chris Famous MP. I would also like to welcome back at this time Ms. Trina Bean, who's been off for a little while, and great to see her back. I would also like to thank and acknowledge the dedicated team led by Mr. Paul Martin and our esteemed project manager, Mr. Blake Lambert. Your leadership and commitment to ensure that each of these projects makes a tangible difference in our people's lives. We stand before Brown House today, one of the 2 properties on this site, named in the honor of Dame Lois Brown Evans, the mother of Nadine Evans, together with her sister property, Evans Cottage at number 9 Middletown. These buildings form an important part of the Bermuda Housing Corporation's residential building program. Brown House comprises of a 4-room rooming house, which remains fully occupied, and 4 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartments. The current phase of work is limited to 4 residential units only. These renovations are transforming outdated spaces into modern, efficient, and comfortable homes designed for today's families and individuals. We are proud to be partnering with Vision Construction and Moongate Consulting on this work. Construction began September 11th this year with a budget of $775,000, and completion is expected in January 2026. The work being done is not just a coat of paint, and the progress already visible on site is remarkable. Renovations consist of comprehensive internal upgrades to bring the units up to current building codes, including electrical and the plumbing systems, millwork, and the installation of a suspended concrete floor slab. Each 2-bedroom unit provides approximately 588 square feet of livable space. The rooming house component is not included in this phase, but scheduled for refurbishment under a subsequent phase of overall development plan for Brown House. The renovation here at Middletown is one of several key projects advancing under the residential building program, which together are adding more than 60 new affordable units across the island. Among these, Harmony Terrace, East and West in Paget, where new units are already complete and occupied, and work is commencing on the next phase, Harmony Terrace North. Battery Road in St. David's is now entering its final phase to deliver 12 additional units. Chelsea Apartments in St. George's is nearing completion, with new residents expected early next year. And of course, here in Middletown, where we stand today, is restoring housing in the heart of Pembroke. Furthermore, the BHC's modular housing pilot is progressing rapidly, with 11 modular and expandable container homes scheduled for installation within the next few months, providing immediate relief to families on the wait list while allowing us to test new cost-effective construction methods. These modular units will complement long-term developments being prepared for 2026-2027. Target sites include Albert Row in Sandys, Dr. Cam Park in Southampton, 13 Ewing Street in Hamilton, and Harborview Village in St. David's, which together will deliver a potential 225 new affordable homes. I look forward to updating the public on this pilot project in due course. As of this month, the BHC wait list includes over 300 households, the majority seeking 1- and 2-bedroom units. This demand reflects the growing needs of seniors, single-parent families, and individuals living alone, and underscores why The smaller, affordable units, like those here in Middletown, are so essential. We also continue to support the private sector refurbishment program, which helps private owners bring vacant or underused properties back onto the rental market. Another key step towards increasing supply more quickly. Our Affordable Housing Strategy 2025 to 2035, currently under development, will outline a long-term vision for housing delivery, the rehabilitation of derelict properties, and new public-private partnerships. Together with our emergency housing plan and modular pilot, this strategy forms the blueprint for sustainable, inclusive, and adaptable housing for Bermuda's future. Our goal is urgent, yet straightforward, to ensure every Bermudian has a safe, adequate, and affordable place to call home. To that end, Middletown's renewal represents more than bricks and mortar. It is about restoring dignity, strengthening our communities, and ensuring that opportunity begins at home. Each renovation, each unit, and each key handed to a new tenant, these are tangible outcomes that demonstrate the government's commitment to practical, people-first solutions. I also want to reiterate the dedication of the Bermuda Housing Corporation team, the skilled tradespeople, engineers, and contractors who are delivering this transformation, as well as the residents who have supported this process with patience and optimism. The government remains steadfast in its mission to make housing accessible for every Bermudian, not as an aspiration, but as a reality. Together, we are creating a housing system that works, one that is fair, forward-looking, and built to last. Thank you.
Media.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Jasmine Patterson from Bermuda Broadcasting. Thank you, Minister, for your comments on Brown House. I just wanted to confirm, you said there were 3 units being renovated at the moment. Were those families, did they have to move out of the rooms to allow this work to take place?
Mm-hmm. It's 4 units to begin with, and they were vacant.
You also mentioned that it's operating on a budget about $775,000. Are you expecting that to be on target, under target?
Sure do.
Which one of those are?
I expect it to be on target, on time, and on budget.
You mentioned also about 300 households were still on the BHC wait list. Last speaking to your predecessor, that was about 170 individuals. Has that number changed at all? If it's increased, then why?
Well, I can't speak to what the former numbers were. I do know that the 304, I think, families, it's about 1,100 people at last count, I believe.
What would you say is driving that increase? Because that's a significant jump.
How much time do you have? I think there are several factors that are driving it. Our seniors are living longer, they're healthier, and they want to be on their own. I think that our young people in the past, historically, when they come back from college, as you will know, I'm sure, stayed with mom and dad for a few years whilst you were working. I think what we're seeing now is a lot of younger people, when they do return from college, they want their own place. They want to be independent.
When was the last time Brown House had any major repair works done?
Early 80s.
A long time ago, yeah.
Okay. Also, I wanted to ask about the Bermudiana Resort. Since you're here, I wondered how vacancies were going there. Have you found any purchases, any new tenants that have moved in there?
We're about 54% rented at the moment.
Do you have an expectation of what that could look like by end of the year?
I would like to. I would like to have them all rented, but that we know that's a little unrealistic. But I would hope that by the middle of next year that they'll be fully rented.
Thank you. That's all.
Well, thanks for the update. Can you say when the property was actually built? How old it is?
Ooh. No, that's. Well, the only thing that I can tell you is I don't think we have that answer. But if you look at the old construction, you can tell it was built a long time ago.
Okay. And you'd mentioned there the potential for some public-private partnerships. Can you speak to that? Has any inroads been made?
I think it's a little early for that because it's a work in progress. But that's the intent of me as the minister, us as the government, is to create more opportunities for just that, public-private partnerships, yes.
And in terms of the units, what is the kind of rental value of the
I think the
units?
standard rent is.
It'll be, depending if they're RGI or regular rent. Regular rent would be about $1,400 a month. And then if RGI, for the two-bedroom.
Two-bedroom units.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And this kind of communal space or outdoor space, is this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Do you have any closing remarks you would like to add before we end this conference?
No, again, just to emphasize my thanks to the Bermuda Housing Corporation team, and of course to the esteemed Mr. Blake Lambert, who puts his heart and soul into every project that he does. And I see Mr. Keno Fervet in the background there hiding, but these two guys are really the driving force behind a lot of the success that the Housing Corporation has had and will have. So thank you, Keno, and thank you, Blake. All right, cool. No, she won't.